When is it a good time to lose your V card? Literally telling you that I don't like what you're doing and you're still doing it. And if you feel like it's too much, maybe you're just not enough.
I'm a married little Christmas.
Hey dolls, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you guys are new. My name is Chyna and welcome back to The Life of Chynadoll. So hey girl, and happy Vlogmas, y'all. Welcome to my next Vlogmas video. So for today's video, y'all, as y'all can see by the title, I'm gonna be putting myself in the hot seat, give you guys a little bit of advice. So I got a list of questions here that I'm gonna be answering for y'all. We have a lot to get into today, y'all. Now in the future, I'm gonna be doing more videos like this. So if you want to be able to participate in the polls, make sure you follow me on Instagram and my socials, because that's where I ask y'all guys the questions and stuff like that. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into this video. So I have the questions right here and I'm a little nervous, girl. Let's just jump right into it. So the first question is, are you single? Yes, I am single. Definitely probably new here, but yeah, I am single. I am not in a relationship anymore.
I am not with Metro anymore.
That's it. That's what all I have to say. Have you ever had a yeast infection before? So yes, I've definitely had a yeast infection before, and honestly, they're a lot more common than a lot of people think. Yeast infections, like, they're very common because you can have an overgrowth of yeast from literally anything, from the food you eat in, how healthy your body is. But a yeast infection is literally just the overgrowth of yeast and fungus in your body. I've had them before. It could be from a number of things. Like, it could be from you wearing tight clothing, like I said, from eating too much sugary foods, from your pH balance being thrown off. And what I do to cure mine, this is a little TMI, I guess, I don't know. For one, to like relieve the itchiness and the pain and stuff, like just to relieve the symptoms, I use the honey pot panty liners with the herbal infusion. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice and soothing down there whenever I have that kind of issue. And then I also use my Flower Power Punani oil. I don't sell it anymore, which I really feel like I might bring this back for y'all, because baby, it sounds like we need it. I also use products from like the honey pot line. So she has an anti-itch spray that was very helpful when I have mine, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I know they changed ingredients and stuff like that with the honey pot, so definitely do your research on it. I drink a lot of water, or I'll like drink some kind of tea that has like ginger and stuff in it. And I also use like coconut oil. I like create like a little mix. I'll do like coconut oil, a little bit of tea tree oil, and I'll like freeze the coconut oil into a cube, and then I'll like insert it, not too far up, but just insert it like kind of at the bottom, because coconut oil is antibacterial or antifungal. It's some of that stuff. Coconut oil and tea tree oil, they're really good to help like reduce the bacteria in your vajayjay, for your punani and things like that. So y'all go ahead and look into that, because that's what I pretty much use, and that helps alleviate the itching. It helps the symptoms like drop away faster. How do you keep your punani fresh and juicy? Oh my god. But how to keep your vajayjay, your girl down there, fresh? I would say drink a lot of water for sure. Reduce your sugar intake for real, because it plays such a role, y'all. Like, a lot of things can throw it off. And make sure you're not using products that are harmful to your girl down there, like no fragrances and stuff like that. So your body washes and all that, if it has fragrance in it, you just should not be using it down there. And for your man as well, if he is using a fragrant body wash, you need to tell him don't use that down there. Get him some regular antibacterial soap or something. What a lot of us don't think about is the fact that, like, if the guy that you're being intimate with, if he is using harsh products as well, like, that's literally going in use. So like, you shouldn't have whatever products he's using, body wash, lotion, whatever it is, none of that should be like going inside of you as well, because it just should not be there. So for juiciness, use aphrodisiacs, work out, I would say, for sure. I feel like that helps increase your desires, I would say. What else do I use? And just really cutting out the sugar, honestly and truly. So like, when y'all drink cranberry juice, don't use the ocean spray cranberry juice. You need to get real real, organic, natural, no additives cranberry juice, and that's really gonna also help you too. That's really it. So I would just say, like, use those tips, and honestly don't recommend using tampons either. I just personally don't see how people use them, but I've heard people say that when they switch from using tampons to using like pads or menstrual cups and stuff like that, they've noticed like less symptoms and stuff. I'm just saying, I don't use tampons. I never have. I don't think I've ever used a tampon in my life. I don't think so. I've always been a pad girly, and I love it because I feel like that's coming out of your body. Like, you shouldn't be stopping it up. You need to let it flow. You're supposed to be letting it flow out. Do I have any regrets? I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't think there's anything that like I regret, because I try not to have regrets, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I try not to have regrets. Like, I don't want to regret anything in my life. So my answer is really no. I don't have any regrets. Like, I literally don't have any regrets. I remember when I was younger, I used to like regret doing certain things. Like, I'm like, you know what, if I never would have did that, I wouldn't even be in trouble. Oh my God, I used to be like that. But like, I don't have nothing to where I'm like, I don't know, because I just feel like everything happened the way that it needed to happen. Whether I got in trouble for it or just, you know, situations I could have avoided. I don't know, I just feel like I needed to learn the lesson clearly, so I don't really have no regrets. How do you feel about situationships? So to me, I feel like situationships, it's a waste of time, to be honest. If I'm doing anything with anybody, it's either we're together or we're not. Like, I don't want to just be doing the whole like you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's too messy. Somebody's feelings always end up getting hurt because like sometimes, you know, you're not on the same page with things. Like, I don't know, I just don't really feel like situationships make sense. I used to like be like okay with it, but then I'm like, no. As a young woman, just becoming more mature and knowing my worth for real, I just kind of feel like I am open to like dating multiple people and stuff, but a situationship, it's a hard no. Like, I just feel like I don't need to be doing anything with anybody that's not committed to me. So if we're not like, if we don't have that loyalty, like, you know, I just feel like it's too messy. It's too messy of a situation, and it's just a no for me. Like, I just no, it's just, that's not me. That's just not my vibe. But if that's you, then, you know, you do you. But I just don't believe situationships ever work out for our good in the end. How do you know when it's time to let go? Okay, dang, that kind of sucks. Honestly, I feel like, you know, I feel like deep down we already know when it's time to let go. Like, I feel like for me, when I started to realize I needed to let go of like a relationship and stuff like that, is when you just have like a feeling deep down, or even when you first starting to question it, that's when it's time. Like, if you already starting to question it, that's the first sign right there that like it's time to let go. The good should always outweigh the bad. So honestly, once you take a second and do a pros and cons list of the relationship, and it's more negative that you have to say than good things you have to say, then it's time to let go. Once you're at a point where the person that, like, if you express the things that you didn't like first you gotta communicate and stuff. So if you express the things that you didn't like and they're still doing the things that you said that you don't like, it's time to move on. It's time to let go. Because anybody who loves you, who truly cares about you, if you say, hey, this is hurting me, or hey, I don't like the way that you're doing this, blah blah blah, and if they still do it, to me, you don't really love me, because I'm literally telling you that I don't like what you're doing and you're still doing it. So that's not really showing that you love me. It's not showing that you love yourself if you still stay with somebody who's still doing, like, who's still blatantly disrespecting you. So that's how I know when it's time to let go, when the good does not outweigh the bad, when you start to have to question things. So you'll know. But it's like, when you know, you have to also like be ready. That's something else that like I had to realize too, is like, you're gonna leave whenever you're ready to leave, and it's literally up to you to decide when you're ready to let go. So I mean, you know, you do it how you gotta do it. It's one thing that turns you off. It's a lot of things that turn me off. Just think of one. I don't like and I feel like this is like a pretty common thing, but like what turns me off from anybody, like not even just romantically, but what turns me off is when people don't respect other people. Like, I don't like people who don't have manners. I just don't like it, because why are you doing that? Like, if you're the kind of person who doesn't say please, thank you, like say hello to somebody before you just start talking to them, if you're the kind of person who just treats service workers or the janitor like people, if you treat people differently just for like the money that they have, their social status or their economic status, whatever the case may be, like if you treat people differently or their respect level changes based on how much money they make or things like that, I don't like that at all. Like, I don't like a person who does not have manners. I don't like a guy who is just not a gentleman. I don't like that. Like, I like well-mannered people, because I feel like I want people to be well-mannered to me. And it's like, if you could be mean and not nice to other people, then what makes me think you're not gonna be the same way to me? So, and then it's like, I just feel like I don't embody that. So I feel like you have to embody that. You gotta be a nice person. Point blank, period. When is it a good time to lose your V card? Okay, so to me, and this is my opinion, I honestly, I guess this kind of goes into like, so I guess I kind of want to say, I don't regret it though, but to me, a good time to do so is whenever you feel these things that I'm about to tell y'all, right? So the first thing, you need to feel 100% comfortable. Somebody that you feel 100% comfortable with. You need to feel comfortable. It needs to be with somebody that you trust with your body, you trust with your health, and you trust and know that they're not doing anything with anybody else, for sure. And I feel like personally for me, I don't want to say I don't like the way that I did it, but I feel like that would be something, if I had to change it, let me say I had to change it, I would change the way that I did it. It was not cute. If I hadn't, like if I could go back, I would do it differently. And I would do it, like I said, with somebody that I know, I love, that I trust, that I know is clean and healthy and stuff like that, because it only takes one time. You just have to like know yourself and trust yourself first to know like when you really feel ready, and that'll definitely like help you figure out when the time's right. I personally now would say I'm not doing anything with anybody until I know for sure we locked in. Like, I'm not doing nothing with nobody that I just met. I don't have like a certain time period. Like, it's not like a 30-day, 90-day type of thing. I mean, I personally won't be doing it that soon. 30 days to me is not enough time. Absolutely not. Yeah, I kind of just got out like my second relationship, so if you have those things right there, then that'll be able to really help you like figure out when it's the best time for you. But to me, I feel like it has to be a good little minute, because I need to know you here for me and you not here just to do that, just to, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you should really save that and really do it with somebody who you feel is deserving of your body. And that's all I got to say. So the next question is, would you ever get into a long distance relationship? So would I ever get into a long distance relationship? Honestly, I would get into a long distance relationship, because I feel like, especially, I don't want to say especially right now, I don't want to get in a relationship right now, but I feel like I would do a long distance relationship, because to me, in my mind, I still want to be able to really focus on myself. And I feel like relationships do take a lot of energy. You have to really pour into it for real. I see why people say what they say about that. Like, it makes the bond, it makes it stronger, because you really like cherish those moments that y'all do have together more, because y'all don't see each other that often. It really still allows you to have space to really focus on yourself and not just be too overly involved or focused on a relationship. I'm open to it. Like, me a few years ago was definitely like, no, I could never do that, because I feel like I need to see you all the time. But I feel like now that I'm older, I really just feel like it wouldn't be too bad. Like, I don't know how far I'd go as far as long distance relationship. Like, I don't really know how that would be. So I feel like it would just like depend on where I'm at in my life. But I would definitely do a long distance relationship. When is it a good time to pop out with your man on social media? To me, I'm glad. I feel like, I don't want to say never, but like, yeah. To me, a good time would be I really want to say I can't say a specific time frame, but I feel like for me it would be whenever I feel like we really locked in. Like, I'm not posting my boo until we locked in, until we get married, babes. Y'all not gonna know who it is until we're getting married, okay? Like, I'm so glad that like I've learned from other people to just not put your relationship on the internet, because absolutely not. But I feel like for me, it'll really just be that, because I don't want nobody who is, I don't know, like I don't feel like I should just be putting anybody that I'm dating on my stuff. Y'all don't need to know everybody that I date. Like, nobody needs to know that. Nobody needs to know everybody that we dating. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'll probably do like sneak peeks and stuff like that, but I don't think I'm gonna be like doing any of that anytime soon, or whenever I do get into another relationship. I feel like we gotta really be locked in. We gotta be locked in. Have you ever been cheated on? Okay, so this is like a few questions in one. So have you ever been cheated on, and have you stayed with them? And if so, how many times did you stay with them? Okay, that's a lot. So I've definitely, I don't want to say definitely, but like I have been cheated on before. I've definitely been in that situation, and I have stayed before. I stayed too many times actually, but we're not gonna get into all that today. Me in the past, I have stayed once. I dealt with cheating in one relationship, and after that I was like, never again, never again, never again, never again. So I feel like me now, I would never stay with nobody who cheats on me, because I just feel like if you really love me, you would never cheat on me. Like, why would you cheat on me? Why would you do that? If you're in love with me, if I'm the only girl that you see and you're deeply in love with me, how could you do that? How could you cheat? I'm confused. I just feel like there's nothing that should make that acceptable. Me now, I'm not going back to nobody who cheated on me, especially if they did it to a level where like you've been intimate with that person. I just would not go back. Like, I don't know, I just can't. Like, me just thinking about me being with somebody who said that they love me and they want to be with me, but you literally went all the way that way and you got intimate with somebody else. Like, I don't know. I just don't know if I'd ever be able to like really trust that person ever again. I don't feel like love should be that hard. Like, that's not the ups and downs I'm talking about. That's not the ups and downs that I'm gonna be going through in a relationship. That's just a no. It's a deal breaker, because if you do that to me, that's just going too far. Now I can't trust you. I don't know. It's a hard no for me. And the final question for tonight is how to become confident. Okay, y'all, so let me give y'all a couple of cute little tips on how to become confident. So I feel like for me, the easiest way to really get yourself to become confident is to know that like this is literally your life. Like, you control your reality. People don't really care. Like, I feel like you can't care too much. Like, life is literally, like, it's just so many different things that I want to say, but becoming confident, you really just have to like start talking to yourself and let yourself know that you are that girl. Like, you're that girl and nobody can tell you that you're not. Just stop like worrying about other people's opinions. I feel like for me, what I just had to start doing was like gassing myself up. Like, you gotta gas yourself up for real, and just not care about what other people think. I know it's a lot easier said than done. You just have to stop caring. Like, whenever you catch yourself caring about what somebody else thinks, just think, okay, first of all, is this person even anywhere that I want to be in my life? Like, I feel like and I don't even want to say about their opinions, but like, if it's somebody who is not even where you want to be, they're not where you want to go, then you shouldn't even care about what they think anyways. And everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but they don't got nothing to do with you. They could feel like, you know, you don't look that cute, or that outfit isn't cute, or whatever the case may be, or those boots don't fit your face right. I mean, not your face, but if those boots don't look right with your outfit, whatever it is that these people feeling, okay, well, that's your opinion. But that don't got nothing to do with me, because I'm still gonna look how I want to look. If I look cute in these boots, to me, that's all that matters. Like, it doesn't matter about what other people think. So I feel like that's really like the key, just being able to gas yourself up and let yourself know, like, yes, I am that girl, and I'm entitled to have my own opinion. I'm entitled to make my life the way I want to make my life. And if you feel like it's too much, maybe you're just not enough. That's really it. So I feel like that's the key to being confident. Like, you really just got to block out what other people are thinking, what they saying, and just focus on you and your opinion. And I think it's also another tip to be confident as well is just like rewiring your subconscious mind. So to me, I love affirmations, so I would just search up affirmations that you can listen to and repeat back to yourself. You can write them down. I have some affirmations, so if you want to get more into self-care and become more confident in yourself and level up your life, go ahead and make sure you grab your self-care book. Like I said, I have so many different self-care ideas that could help you, different activities and stuff. And then I also have a list of affirmations that you can start using and saying to yourself to help you like reprogram your mind and how you view yourself. So yeah, that's really it too. Like, you definitely have to change the way that you view yourself. You have to feel like you're a bad bee. You have to feel like I am good enough and things of that nature. And that's really how you're going to be able to build your confidence from there. Like, you just have to really like tell yourself you're that girl and start acting like it. Because when you, what was I about to say? I don't know. I don't really know what I was about to say about that. But yes, so that's all for today's video, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this Vlogmas video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and all of my socials so that you can keep up with me on a regular basis and be able to participate in polls and things like that. Make sure you guys stay fabulous, stay cute, be extra, and be you.